Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we got some crazy news to report. So a rapper who's been getting a lot of attention lately by the name of BTB Savage. You might have seen him with his Vlad interview. You might have seen him on social media flexing on the gram and whatnot. It appears that he was shot and killed in Houston after dissing his enemies. Now, this is some reports that are starting to spread out there, and the facts haven't been nailed down, but people close to BTB Savage have already confirmed that he was shot and killed. Now, this is crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to get to the whole news story, and then we're going to talk about the details and what allegedly led up to this. And to be real, social media is 100% involved. Now, before we get to the specifics and talk about all the details, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this BTB Savage situation. Now, I'm going to be referencing this story from Hip Hop Wired. Now, in the story, the headline says this. It says, BTB Savage reportedly shot and killed hours after posting bloody photo. Now, they're saying he went to social media to taunt somebody else who had been shot. And the crazy part about it is the person who was close to that person, or somebody who was allegedly close to that person, tried to get some retaliation or sought some retaliation on BTB Savage. Now, the story starts off by saying this. It says BTB Savage, a rising rapper based in Houston, Texas, was reportedly shot and killed just hours after posting a photo of him standing in blood. The photo in question was reportedly the aftermath of BTB Savage and his girlfriend shooting and killing an intruder in their home. Now, he's gone on Vlad's platform where he talked about the fact that him and his girlfriend had a situation where there was an intruder and they ended up shooting him, man, and the person ended up losing their life. Now, what they're trying to say in this story is that he posted this picture kind of gloating about the fact that, they shot the intruder that came into their home. Now, everybody has a right to protect their home or whatnot. So if somebody breaks into your home, you're going to be expected to do something, right? But to post a picture on social media, not knowing whose friends or family that person is, or maybe he did know, and there's obviously going to be some people who have an issue with that, even if the other person is in the wrong. I know it sounds crazy, but it is what it is, right? Now, it continues by saying details are scant at the moment, and there's a lot of speculation swirling on social media. What we can say is local outlet ABC 13 reports that a man was shot in what appeared to be a targeted attack near the River Oaks section of Houston Thursday, March 30th. So just last night. According to the outlet, the unidentified man was driving a Mercedes when a Subaru pulled up alongside him and fired shots. Two suspects then exited the Subaru and fled on foot. So did they leave the car there? That's a crazy situation. So they're saying that these guys jumped out the Subaru, fired shots, and then fled on foot, which is a weird situation. Like somebody pulling up with the car and then leaving on foot. I mean, maybe the car was stolen. They didn't care about it. There's so many different variables here, and it's wild to see this still happening, man. It had kind of calmed down for a while here in hip hop, but it seems like this is an ongoing trend, man. And it goes to show, man, this social media thing is no joke, man. Some people take it very seriously, especially if you're dissing somebody that they're close to. Now, that hasn't been placed as a fact. So I got to say this. Nobody has officially said that that was the reason why he was shot and killed, if he was officially shot and killed. And it seems like people are waiting to, do the official reporting and look at exactly who he's close to or whatnot. But this is some of the reports that are going out there. Now, the story continues by saying, as seen in ABC 13 video report, several bullet casings were found at the scene and promoted local authorities to deem the attack as targeted. The investigation into the matter is still ongoing. So they found plenty of bullet shells and casings all throughout the scene, right? As you would expect with a shooting. Now, they believe because of the amount of the cases that they found and the shells that were lying around, that they feel like it was a targeted attack, man. And no doubt, if they caught it on camera, some cats just rolled up to him, started shooting, and then fled on foot, obviously this was planned out in some sort of way, man. So when they get caught, or if they get caught, and 9 times out of 10 today, people get caught. Let's be for real. We're going to figure out exactly why, man. Because, it might have nothing to do with that picture that he posted. It might be for some other stuff that he has. Because on social media, he's obviously very active. I don't know if they robbed him or not, but it sounds like it was just a shooting. It wasn't a robbery. Now, the story finishes by saying this: BTB Savage posted an image on social media that went viral of him standing in blood. Now, stop right there. It's wild, man. You could go viral for all this wild stuff nowadays, man. Like a cat standing in blood, like, especially if it's a real picture, man. That's a wild reason to go viral, man. But, people were probably, when it comes to drill, when it comes to gangster rap and things like that, the boldness sometimes of people, man, is what gets the headlines. We had rappers stand on another guy's grave. We've seen all sorts of craziness, man. People defacing people's murals, all sorts of stuff. So this just doesn't surprise me, man, right? Now it continues by saying, which the rapper himself claimed was his handiwork. Now I will say this, in the Vlad interview, he was pretty calm about the situation. You know what I mean? He didn't say anything. He didn't make it seem like it was a sad tragedy or anything like that. Even though kind of in the Vlad interview that Vlad kind of painted it as, yo, this is a traumatic situation. Somebody got killed at your crib. It seemed like he wasn't tripping about that, man. I can say in the interview, it seemed like his whole demeanor was like, yo, it's just another day. You know what I'm saying? Showing that, man, he probably wasn't tripping about the whole situation, to be honest with you, man. So in the story, it continues by saying this, and they talk about the video or the interview with Vlad that he has. It says, as BTB Savage explained in the video, and they're talking about the interview with Vlad, a rapper looking to collaborate came to his home with a crew where he allegedly began casing the surroundings, and in the late rapper's word, inquired about his chain. So he's saying that somebody showed up with his crew talking about they wanted to do a collaboration, but inquired about his chain. So asked about his chain. Now, anytime you ask a rapper about his chain, and you know how this chain thing goes in rap, sometimes, people get a little bit guarded. Their antennas already go up. They're like, man, what in the world is going on in this situation? Because you shouldn't be asking me about my chain unless it's something positive. You know what I'm saying? And even that can come off a little, weird. If somebody came to you and was like, hey, that's a nice chain. It's like, well, yeah, it's my chain. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like he had one of those type of situations, right? Now, this sparked a fight and an exchange of gunfire. BTB Savage's girlfriend was present during the incident and also discharged a firearm in self-defense. So it looks like him and his girlfriend both shot at the alleged perpetrators in this situation. Now, the rapper in question obviously lost his life, and the crazy part about it is he went on to post about it on social media instead of keeping it a private matter or situation. Now, it goes on to say the chilling image shows the aftermath of a shooting after it was shared yesterday, primarily via Twitter. The suspects are still at large. As the story develops, we will return with more details. So they're talking about the actual images that are floating around about BTB Savage. Now, it's allegedly him, and you can see it on social media. It's him allegedly lying on the ground with a white sheet over him. And that's a bad sign, man. That means somebody has passed away, and he's just in between two cars pretty much, man. This is crazy, man. Now, is it possible that somebody sought retaliation because BTB Savage was so braggadocious about the shooting situation that happened with him and his girlfriend? That's a possibility. Is it also possible that somebody was upset at the fact that he was posting that picture on social media? That's a possibility as well. But what we do know is that there's a lot of reports out there that BTB Savage has lost his life. But with that, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Do you think this is just a cycle of events, man, one leading to the other? And, something that probably could have been private and kept private has now been put out there and now led to this young man losing his life? Or do you think this might be an isolated incident that has absolutely nothing to do with him posting that picture? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.